So we start off the KI path perhaps thinking, I don't have anger. I'm not repressing anger or sadness or hurt. And then we discover, yes, I am. I can't express anger. I am angry. I am hurt, but I can't express it. I can't feel it. It's not safe. And then to, yeah, I'm angry and I can feel and express that. I am hurt and I can feel and express that. To this, I have to be angry and afraid. I've had to be angry and afraid, or I've had to be hurt and afraid my whole life to survive. But now you're conscious of it. And then when you're conscious of it, that buried anger and fear, or that buried sadness and fear, can finally dissolve or transmute that energy. But if you still think that you're not angry, if you still think that you can't feel and express the anger, or if you still think that you don't need the anger, that you don't want to be angry, that you don't want to be afraid, that you're not doing that to survive, if you still think you don't need to believe in a deficiency story, see, because we see that at the end of the path, you have to believe in a deficiency story. You have to hold the anger back, or excuse me, even when you come out of repression, you have to be angry. You have to be afraid. When we make this stuff conscious, we heal. When we hide from this, we don't. We go from thinking we're a victim to realizing we're generating it all on our own. I have to be sad, and I have to hold the sadness in. I have to be afraid. Or even when we come out of repression, I have to be identified with sadness. I have to be identified with anger because I'm afraid. And I have to be afraid because I have to survive as a separate self. We're going to be making all of that conscious. So there's your path. You start out, I don't have it. I don't have anything buried. You discover you have something buried. You recognize that that's running all suffering. And then you recognize that you've always wanted to bury it, to protect yourself. And then when you start to feel it, you realize you've always wanted to identify with that which you buried. You always were angry. You're always sad. You've always been afraid. And you need that. You think you do, at least. It's only when we make it conscious that we can let go of that. See? Because this is really unconscious stuff. You probably don't even know that you have to believe in these identities and you have to suffer. You may know it, but do you really know it? Have you made it conscious, fully conscious? Because that's when the change happens, when it's made conscious. Not knowing it here.